in California, a teen named Amanda Clarkson's Chevy Trailblazer rolled 3 times before finally landing on its roof. Amanda was texting a friend when she ran a stop sign and was trying to avoid another driver. Amanda was not wearing her seatbelt, which cost her her life, something Amanda's family and friends will have to live with for the rest of their lives. We have all seen car crashes, and even though we were not involved in the accident, they are scary to see and can be extremely scary when a friend or a family member is involved. Hello, my name is Hope Mann, and I'm going to talk about dangers of texting and driving. We have all looked over and noticed someone else texting away or even swerving all over the road. It seems like today everyone does it with no second thought. Whether you have seen, heard about, or texted somebody yourself, you should all be aware of the dangers of texting and driving. Reason number 1, it is illegal. Alabama is of 38 states banning texting while driving. The reason for this is because of how distracting texting while driving is. According to the Edgar Snyder and Associates, answering a text takes away your attention for about 5 seconds. Traveling at 55 miles per hour, that is enough time to travel the length of a football field, making 5 seconds a very long time to make a mistake. According to the National Safety Council, cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year, and there are over 330,000 accidents leading to severe injuries caused by texting while driving. So while a short text seems like not such a big deal, it is. That statistic means that 1 out of every 4 car accidents in the U.S. are caused by texting while driving. Also, did you know most insurance companies won't cover an accident if they can prove you were texting while driving that caused an accident? This is because texting while driving is honestly a careless and selfish act. This may sound crazy, but Edgar Snyder and Associates say texting while driving is 6 times more likely to cause an accident than drunk driving. In fact, a study done in the UK tests a driver's response time. They determine an undistracted driver typically responds in 1 second. This time is increased by 37% when the driver is reading and responding to a text message. Most people believe that driving under the influence of alcohol is absolutely the worst thing you could do. To be completely honest, distracted driving while texting has become a much more serious issue than most people realize. Although the statistics are scary, they are ignored for far too often, no matter how obvious the consequences may be. The reason why texting and driving is ignored as a big deal, but it is a big deal, is because so many people are attached to social media. Not wanting to turn our backs from our phones for 15 minutes or even 5 minutes to get to our destination. So many people know the dangers of texting and driving are good at multitasking. However, researchers by neurologist John Hamilton states that it is actually impossible for the brain to multitask. Your brain will always focus on one dominant activity. Anytime we are on the road, your full attention should be devoted toward driving safely. In order to avoid the practice of texting while driving, we should set an example for others and educate friends and loved ones on the dangers of texting while driving. Remember, texting is legal while driving, and violations can result in big fines. But more important, texting and driving is dangerous and can result in serious injury or even death. If we know a friend or family member is driving, we should not text them to eliminate the risk of them having a wreck. When we get in a car to drive, the first thing we should do is cut off our cell phones or put it away in a safe place where we can't get to it, so we are not tempted to look at it. In conclusion, texting while driving is an extremely dangerous thing to do, and to prevent more fatalities and accidents that are caused by this, it is important to educate others and erase our own temptations. So put away your phone before it is too late, and a life is more important than a simple text message. Thank you.
You're welcome.